House means memories. It means a safety net. It means an escape. Like a house is like, it's almost like a picture, but you're living inside of it, if that makes sense. So you're inside of that picture, you know, the memories, everything that's going on pictures you see, you know, good, bad, or indifferent. A lot of those pictures are coming from where you were at in your house. At first, it meant, you know, safety. It was the first house that I actually lived in. But, you know, I had some good memories, but some of it was bad, you know, toward the end. There was a lot of confusion going on, a lot of fighting. But it was some love there. It was kind of twisted. But we used to have dance contests. You know, me and my sister, my stepfather would make us dance and make us get on the fireplace and give speeches and stuff like that. You know, used to play music all the time and watch movies and TV, just kind of, you know, just regular family stuff. But then there was this side of my stepfather that, you know, anytime he got angry, you know, I would see, and then it would go from good to bad, like all of a sudden. You know, I would see my mom being, you know, beat. She would, you know, I would get beat. She would jump in the way of me getting beat, and then he would beat her. All of this in front of my little sister. Because that house, you know, just imagine you trusting something and you feeling like something is a safety net to you, and then all of a sudden it kind of flips on you. A lot of my childhood, I'm reflecting on what happened, the bad, because that was the latter part of me actually transitioning to foster care. So it was a day when I was going to school. I think I got in trouble for something. I think he beat me the night before. And the way that he beat me, he always told me, you know, if I beat you, I'm gonna hit you like that because, you know, it won't leave any scars. So if you were to ever tell anybody, you know, they're not gonna believe you because you're not scarred. And we always had this thing, and I think a lot of other families have this motto: what goes on in the house stays in the house. It's kind of a code of silence. But this particular day, in addition to me just recently coming off of being beat, he also, I remember him sitting at the table, the breakfast table, and he said, you're not going to eat anything this week. And I didn't understand, you are not going to eat anything. You're not going to eat any breakfast. When you come home from school, you're not going to eat any dinner. You are forbidden to eat anything at school, and if you do, I'll know. So he told me that, and then he left, and I actually stole money out of my sister's piggy bank, so I can get, I think it was a biscuit or something, to eat. And that's when I think that was the last straw, because not only was I hurting and suffering from the abuse, but it was just a mental, you know, that made me have to steal from my little sister for me to get something to eat, which I should have had something to eat. They would eat in front of me, you know, and I was forbidden to eat anything. And I was even told to watch while they were eating. So I went to school that day, and I talked to one of my friends and kind of shared with him what was going on, and asked him, was that normal? Is that going on in your household? My friend Bobby, and he was like, no, that's not normal. So he, you know, when I went home, when I was on my way home, he was like, are you going home? Well, you can't go back. I was like, yeah, I don't want to go back. So, you know, I went to, he let me come to his house and use his phone. He was like, you got to get some help. You got to call somebody. So I called the police at his house. He told his mom about what was going on. She was like, yeah, you need to call the police. They confronted him about abusing me, and he said, I didn't do anything. You don't see any marks on him or anything. I didn't touch him. And if you think that, look at him. There's no marks on him. And then they said that they were going to remove me from the home. And he pretty much, stayed there, and I had to go into a temporary shelter. Just because they pay you money to keep kids doesn't mean that that the love comes with it, right? So, I felt like a meal ticket for somebody. I didn't feel the love with all of the families. A few months back, one of my agents in Jacksonville actually called on a house, and the house that they called on was my stepfather's house, and they needed help with that call, and I had no idea that was his house. So he wanted me to help him with that, and we did a three-way call, and I heard his voice, and it was just silence for about, I don't know, probably about 10-15 seconds, but I felt like a 12-year-old little boy again. And then he was just chuckling like nothing ever happened. Hey, what's going on, man? I thought, man, about time you called me. I was like, huh? So he was acting like nothing ever happened. So we were talking. He was like, yeah, we got this reunion coming up. We should, talk and chop it up. I mean, I'm quite sure, we can catch up, and you probably understand things a lot better since you're older. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, right, I ain't going to that reunion. Ain't nothing to talk about. It took me a while for me to even want to talk to him. It was a lot of prayer, a lot of soul searching. When I was younger, I was angry a lot. Love. I didn't understand love. Like if somebody told me they loved me, I would hear it, but it wouldn't mean anything to me. Because to me, love is a word that it's not necessary. To me, it wasn't forever. So a lot of ways that I viewed the world and I viewed, people, I put up a shield because of all of that. So no, I didn't talk to him. It took me a while to even want to have a conversation with him.